life wherever we flow.
Hi, welcome to Flowing Rivers International, where we are birthing life wherever we flow. In the words of Francis of Assisi, we preach Christ at all times, and only when necessary, we may deploy the use of words. Here at Flowing Rivers, we encourage the participation in 4 core principles. Principle number 1, birthing life within.
This focuses on our experience of God and an encouragement to encounter and develop a personal relationship with God. This happens all the time, especially during our Sunday expressions, our quarterly nights of encounter, and our group retreats. Check out our website for more details.
Principle number 2, birthing life together.
Here is where true growth happens, as you experience family and meet with other family members. As before, although this happens all the time, it is particularly expressed during our weekly Overflow small group sessions, where the focus is on practicalizing the word and the truth that we hear.
With different interest groups such as business, sport, fitness and baking, we are not all work and no play. You are bound to find something you love and need.
And if we don't have what you're interested in, it's because we've been waiting for you to start it.
Principle number 3, and we're not done yet, birthing life around.
And this is where you are coached and encouraged to experience service and servanthood. And when we say around, we mean around. You will be birthing life in the prisons,
helping them to re-engage profitably within society.
With vulnerable adults, because no one deserves to be forgotten.
At local food banks, because right now we're facing the largest epidemic of in-work poverty.
University students, because even they need help.
And our flagship project, Street Missions, working directly with the homeless community.
The greatest leaders are those who have learned how to serve. And here at Flowing Rivers, you've been raised to become a great leader by experiencing servanthood firsthand. Finally, principle number 4, birthing life beyond. Here's where you experience missions. Away from these shores, you get to add true value to the lives of people in distant lands in a very personal and direct way.
From our child sponsorship program in Borneo, Kenya,
Okay, well, good evening, everybody. I mean, this interesting times, really unprecedented times. For those who are in-house, welcome back. For those who are not members of the Flowing Rivers family, but members of God's own family, well, welcome to Flowing Rivers. Here we are, birthing life wherever we flow. And just in case somebody invited you and you're not a believer, you don't believe in God, but you know, you're intrigued about what's going on and you just want to be on this, well, welcome again. My name is Samson Baptist, and I'll let my my wonderful, she's not even a co-host. This is her show, or should I say, this is God's show. Amen. And she's kind of anchoring us through it. I'm just going to go through a couple of things before that, but I'll let her introduce herself.
Okay, so I'm Dolly Tile, and I'll be leading the study today along with Pastor Sam. And I know that God is going to speak to us and encourage us, especially in these times. And I'm excited, I'm expected in Jesus' name. So,
amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Okay, guys, look, what we're trying to do, trying to replicate as much as possible something that is not just live, but something that is also quite real. So forgive me, I've got my lemon and ginger tea going. In the studio, the makeshift studio that we have, they brought me some really expensive China. I mean, this thing is incredible, and my bagel. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because just before we go into the study, what were we studying today, by the way? Just
Acts 10, sorry, the book of Acts chapter 10 today.
so if you don't already have that opened up, it's a good place to go. Open that up and get yourself ready for that. Now I'm going to do a little piece just to say, with all that is going on in the world, the uncertainty that a lot of people are experiencing, some people are experiencing a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. One of the things that we want to continue to do is to propagate not only the truth, but also to speak life. Let's speak life over every situation. We have the not only the responsibility, but the privilege to be able to speak life over situations. And throughout the conversation that we're going to be having, Dolly's going to be teaching predominantly today. Feel free to ask questions. I believe that you can type out your questions. We've got people who are monitoring the screens. They'll read out your questions when and if they deem it to be necessary to do so. So please feel free to do that. If we kind of move about, look, just flow with us, okay? Wherever the river flows, it's going to be good. It's going to birth life. We're looking to speak to the heart of the nation, because I was in conversation with some of the people that we have in Kenya. They were telling me that things are kicking up in Kenya. They've had 2 confirmed cases, and they've just been mindful. They've got quarantines going and things like that. And in the midst of all of that, we want to encourage you to please, as much as you can, live life. Live life. Don't stop living. Stay smart. Stay wise. Let's go according to the guidelines that have been given. But please live. If it comes to the point where we may have to